Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Google Sheets to calculate acceleration of your car. So first, let's just look back at this, okay? This is your equation. Basically what it says is 2d, and d is the distance traveled, divided by t squared equals acceleration. T is the time taken to travel that distance. Now, in our case, 0.7 meters was d, okay? So if I put this into an equation, and t would be the time taken. So in this case, for example, this one, right here, 0 grams is 0.52 seconds, right? This big example, I used another one, but this is the equivalent of the time here, okay? So I put this all into an equation, right? 0.7 meters times 2, and then because this is t squared, right? Remember that's also equal to times itself, right? So in this case, 0.05 seconds times 0.05 seconds. You get 1.4, and then this over that, and you end up with acceleration, okay? So I asked you to calculate that for each of these trials, which could take a while doing it by hand. So I'm going to show you kind of how you can set it up in Google Sheets to do that. So first thing you want to put is equals here, okay? So I'm writing that all kind of down here, okay? So the distance, oops, I didn't want to do that. Sorry, try that again. That is not what that equals. I'm going to delete that. The distance, the top bit of the equation, right? So I'm going to put the top bit in there, is basically 2 times 0.7, right? Like that, all right? So that part of the equation is this bit right here, okay? So then go back to that, okay? So that's not done yet. I'm gonna edit that, okay? And then I'm gonna divide it by, and I'm gonna put brackets again, because we wanna do that first. I'm gonna divide it by t squared, okay? Now in this case, t squared, oops, it doesn't like that because I haven't finished it yet. Okay, so in this case, t squared is the time taken. So the time taken is actually, if you look, is actually right here. It's 0.52. So all I'm going to do is hit that, and I touch that box, and so I'm saying that's the time. And then don't forget, I multiply that by itself, like that, and then I need to close the brackets. Oops. So I'm gonna close those brackets, and I get that. So I calculate that. That gives me my acceleration, okay? Which is nice and handy. Now it's too many decimal points here. All right, so I'm gonna go up to, where is that at on here? It's not there. Plus, I'm going to decrease the number of, no, that's not it. Decrease the number of ones. I don't quite know where that's at here at the moment, but I'll show you that later. So once you've done that, if I take that little blue dot right there, and I drag it down and I drag it over, it will do nothing. Sorry, hang on, let me try that again. So if I drag that down and I hit autofill, it will do the same calculations, I think, yeah. And if I do that across and I do autofill, it'll calculate all of those for me. Okay, so that's a nice handy way. I've done all the calculations right then and there, and I don't need to worry about doing those anymore. I think if you do all these, the only thing I need to do now is just decrease the number of decimal points, and I'm not 100% sure how to do that. But that gives you kind of a quick way to calculate the acceleration of that.